Hello, hello, passionaires out there. This is Coach K. Good to see you. Today, I want to introduce a very important concept about unassuming. Unassuming. All right. And unassuming is not a popular word. It's unassuming a lot of time referred to people who are sometimes not sure what they are doing. Unassuming sometimes just people sitting on the fence, never making decision. I'm assuming sometimes you say, oh, he may not have that quarterback quality leadership. So that person is just serving people. No, I'm assuming is so crucial in a relationship, especially when we communicate. So we're going to watch this episode from Married at First Sight. This couple, I watched them, I say, wow, it really demonstrated a very good thing. All right, so how unassuming should it be? So let me just ask you a question, like as a couple or in a relationship, say you and your partner, your spouse, or in any relationship actually, there are two camp of people, right? One camp is like, man, I want to talk deep. So they are always in a relationship when they feel like, okay, we pass like just like know each other. They want to go deep, like go deep, you know, like that's one camp, right? Another camp, which they are opposite side of the spectrum. They say, well, we just have fun together, just have drink together, just have fun, go have a hike, go hiking together, go. I mean, okay, they try to do something. So you know, I've been with both group. So I was with a group like really go deep. Like every time they get together, talking like so deep, I don't know what they are talking about. Okay. So the other side of the camp is like, hey, let's don't touch any touchy feeling stuff, okay? And people come to like, Coach K, the PQ seem like to be a touchy feeling stuff. No, it's not. Passion is more than touchy feeling, okay? So I don't know which camp you belong to, but when you get married or you are in a relationship, serious relationship, that how deep is really a crucial thing. I mean, how, you know, what kind of thing. So today we'll start with this couple, and luckily they have someone sitting in the room. I think it's Pastor Carl, I think. So they have a conversation about their relationship. Let's just watch.
You guys to talk deeper about stuff though, because sometimes when you're really attracted to each other and you feel good about one another, the good feelings can sort of gloss over some of the deeper issues. And I don't want that to happen here. I think you guys have something that could really stand the test of time. But you got to really talk serious issues. What are some of your boundaries that you feel would really affect you negatively? Things that may have been done to you, things that you know will set you off?
I would say a boundary for me.
All right. So this is a very good. I mean, I like this pastor's the word he used. Like the first thing that when we talk about deep issues, it's not how you feel, how I feel. And that's today's young people, hear me out. Like some of you jump into relationships, start talking about emotional womb, you know, like day one. Or like, oh, you know, like, you know, my ex really broke me. Come on, hold your horse there, okay? So deep doesn't mean you share your emotional high or low. I think this is right now. Like the first thing, as deep as what is a boundary? All right, what is a boundary in a relationship? You say, oh, it's not deep. It's like a traditional. It's like, I don't like this. You know, like, well, hey. You know, recently I just watched, I didn't watch it, but the Netflix just came out, Harris and Meghan's, you know, for episode. If you watch it, it's like, oh, wow. And I you know, the only one thing is like, if you're married to a royal family, there are boundaries, okay? So you can't just walk in, you want to change everything. You know what I'm referring. I'm not saying who's right, who's wrong, but how deep this can get is like, let's talk about boundaries. That's number one. That's very crucial. So, but that's something you don't just like day one. It's like, okay, you know, this is my boundaries. I'm not going there either. But I want you to know the first thing deep in a relationship is like, let's talk about some boundaries. Okay, so this is good. This is a very good first conversation, and see how this newlywed couple talk about their like deeper issues, like what's going to impact them. You know, what the boundary they like. Don't cross this one. That's what the next conversation would be this
You would
much.
be like, I don't like walking in surprises. Like when I told you about, if you decide to cut all your health, just tell me beforehand so I don't come in here and be like, it's happening.
Yeah.
Just tell me up front. I'm not a secret. Just
Like,
tell me.
I'm cutting my hair all off today.
We're gonna discuss it first to be sure. Just can't just cut it off.
Oh, look at that face! Look at that face! Look at that face! Like, okay, now this is like wow! I love this. This is like the train's heading somewhere. Oh, look at her facial expression. But I admire this lady. Because she could have acted very differently. I think she's like holding her tongue, it's like, I want to kill you. What do you mean, my hair? All right, so folks, how deep you want to talk? Hairstyle. Hey, I'm really serious. It's like, oh, maybe you should talk about philosophy, talk about spiritual stuff. Forget about it. How about some boundary on hair? Okay, look at her face. It's like, oh, are you trying to control my hair? Are you trying to control my hair? You see, like, and the guy just came out like just firing, like, hey, how come you just, without discussing with me, you want to cut off your hair? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Hey, this is like a boundary talk, right? Folks, I love this. This kind of talk is serious talk. I love it. As simple as this mundane stuff. No, long-term relationship, if you start really talk about this kind of stuff at the beginning, it will save you years of trouble. All right, let's see how they handle this. All right, guess what this lady going to say? What is lady going to say? I can see all of you responding like, okay. So let's see. Okay.
I can cut my hair,
Together.
but I don't have to ask for permission.
I gotta ask. So you think you're gonna go out here today and say, I'm about to go out here with a ball and come back with a ball here today?
If that's what my body was feeling that day, that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, look at her face. Like, okay. So folks, this is like this very, very good. This is like a. I love this. So if it's happening in your life, depending on how good the foundation relationship is, they were lucky they just got married. Okay, if they have years of history, this could have gone really, really bad. Like boom, boom, boom. Like. All right, so we see how, look at her face. She couldn't believe she turned to the pastor. Someone like, on my side, what is this guy talking about? All right, so how about you? If your husband come out, firing and say, hey, I don't like you didn't discuss with me and you went ahead and cut your hair. Right? I mean, well, what am I going to say? So if you are watching, I want you to write it down right now. Okay, what I'm going to say. Okay. And the lady say, I can cut my hair. I don't need your permission. But she's like in a almost in a way like I couldn't believe this happened, right? But remember, they just got married, so this is like a first very serious setting a boundary between them. Let's watch.
You can't dictate how I present myself.
But that's a drastic change. That's different.
Who are you to tell me what I can do with my hair?
Okay, I go out today and I say, I don't work at my job anymore. And I just say, well, I've been telling you I don't work at my job. And then I say, Bob, I'm not working anymore. You gotta really truly think about it.
I think your job is a little different than me cutting my hair.
That's a drastic
That
change.
is completely
That is a drastic change. That's your physical
That is my
appearance.
physical appearance. That's not our livelihood.
You're gonna look different without hair. And
I'm gonna look different, but I'm still gonna go to work and be able to pay our bills.
But then my physically gonna be attracted to you still at that point.
Whoa.
Whoa, hold on. Now he came out firing again. Like, am I going to be attracted to you if you just cut your hair? I mean, I think they are going off rail right now. So this has become. You can see they are actually talking on two different frequencies. We'll come back to analyze it in a minute. So the both have assumed something at this point. No, let me just emphasize one more time. At this point, the husband and wife both have assumed something. Once they assume a position, now they are talking on two different levels, two different frequencies. I'll get back to that. So very, very crucial, and we'll use the PQ language to help out. But it is like it's a control issue. This is a beauty issue. This is the acceptance issue. This is a vengeance issue. What is this? Okay, there's a family issue. So they are talking on two different levels, different passions. So we'll get back to that. So you can take a note, and I want you to watch how they handle this.
Oh,
Just like,
so just all the attraction goes out.
you don't know. I don't know. What if you come here with a bald head, look like somebody else?
You are the worst.
That's the truth. You want me to tell you the truth. You come here looking like somebody
And you
else.
just gonna be like, I don't care about anything that's inside. I'm not attracted to my wife anymore.
I gotta see you first. Right.
So what happens if the attraction goes away? Then what?
That's what we gotta discuss. That's the point of
All
it.
right, they are further down on different track. He's like, oh, and the wife is like, what? If I'm a bald head, she's in the shock right now, right? She go deeper into like in her assumption, and the man is going even further. He's like, oh yeah, if we don't look good enough, he's saying like, I worry about I will not be attracted to you. I'm like, wow, okay. So this is so we'll get back to at what point they start to have an assumption about the passion of each other, and then that's where the boundary is need to be discussed, because if not, this is going to be like this could happen every day in their marriage if they have not really communicated the right way, unassumingly. Okay, let's continue.
The discussion about the bald.
For you to tell me what I can do with my hair. I'm definitely not okay with him trying to dictate what I can do. He needs to know I don't need your permission. Do you hear him?
I hear every word. I'm letting you guys discuss it. I want
I think
to
that's
see where you're going with this.
crazy.
Yeah, see, she thinks that's crazy. You see,
I
she's
feel-
almost like, okay, so folks, this is a wonderful teaching moment. It's like now they are wandering into two different planets right now. Okay, the man is on a planet, which we'll get back to that in a minute. He's presenting himself wrong, okay, because he's just sitting on his own sense of like, oh, men are visual animals. So if it don't look good, he tried to say that, but he didn't really express what's driving him inside. No, later on you will find it's not what he meant. Okay, there's something deeper. That's why I'm asking the question: how deep you want to go? Hairstyle like this is deep enough to talk. Don't just ignore the little things. All the men hear me out, okay, and the women hear me out. The little things. How you squeeze your toothpaste, okay? How you clean the bathroom, how you drive the car. Don't think like we love each other. No. I'm telling you, as deep as talking about cutting hair make a lot of sense. If that talk can go deeper than just hair, okay, just ball or hair or outside thing. That's what they are getting into. You'll hear there must be the previous experience and assumption both had through their life experience to really get them to think about what that means to them deeper inside. That need to be communicated. Okay, but I want that to be communicated over this kind of mundane issue, because don't talk about philosophy. Oh, every life matters. Forget about it. Okay, it's like if every talk between you have to be philosophical. The media ready. I'm sorry. I look at Meghan and Prince Harry is like every other sentence they have talk about something like that. I'm like, come on, that's not what I mean deep. Let's talk about something real that we can touch, but by talking about what really stirred us up, motivate us from inside. So I can open up a little bit my story to you, and I'm able to sit unassumingly to hear your story, your assumption. Let's see how far we are and where we can set a boundary. I think they are doing that. I'll come back to analyze their language. I think both are very calm. Because they just got married, I think they love each other. So they have that, savings in their emotions. So, but if you marry for many years and it's become a daily thing, sometimes just don't have enough of emotional, deposit in the bank for you to withdraw like this, right? So I really recommend newlyweds to really talk to someone outside YouTube, a pastor, a counselor, to really figure out these deep issues by talking about mundane stuff. That's what my message for you, unassumingly. Okay, let's hear how they resolve this.
Like, you need to realize, like, I am still the same person that you were attracted to. So if you feel like the physical is the only thing that allows you to be attracted to your wife, then that's a problem.
I'm not saying the physical, I'm saying if you alter your complete physical being, that's an adjustment for me itself.
An adjustment.
If you come in here tonight with a bald head, I'm gonna say something. I don't know.
Marriage is forever.
It is. But if you come in here forever live with a bald head, how am I know forever that's what I like?
What if she develops alopecia?
I mean, that's something different.
It's still a bald head.
That is something, that's a sickness. That's something different.
Would you still be attracted to her?
Yes.
Is the root of your issue the fact that she's making a decision without consulting?
Yes, that is the root. It's a decision that wasn't made together, and a decision made between you and yourself, and not me included in it.
Oh, you see, now this man finally figured himself out. It's not the bald head or this hairstyle, internal beauty and physical. It's not submission. Oh, he just feel like this is what power, what passion is that? The key word is she did it on her own without togetherness. The key word is I want certain decision. Can we discuss together? Okay, that's his assumption. Deeper, but he didn't know. So let me pull that passion out. I don't think it's power. This guy, if it could have high power people, I think power is high, absolutely. But I think he actually is a pretty interdependent people. I may be wrong, but maybe you guys watch more episodes. Let me know. I think it's the husband is talking on interdependence. Like, I feel like we are a team. You want to cut your hair? At least let me know so we can discuss it. Okay, that's, of course there's some power. Let me get power out. I think, but power and interdependence just both came out, right? Let me pull power. Where are you, power, please? So this is a lot of teaching points. I can't find my power thing. Come on, Coach K. You are the power guy. Where's the power stuff? Power, I miss you. Where are you? I can't find my power. Oh, here. All right. So you can see, husband, I would say, he has higher power, right? So he started the conversation. So that's actually a lot of like today's young people, like, oh, I want my partner to be soft-spoken, to be so like, yes, man. Forget about it. I prefer someone to more like higher power to really communicate. He took the first chance to communicate something that bothered him. That's actually very good. Instead of the soft power, he's like, it's okay, I'll let go. He started communicating. I think he's seizing the opportunity with a pastor or another person in the room. He tried to make his case. But you see his tone is very reasonable. He's trying to express it, but not emotional. I like, so this young man is actually mature in that. Like, he's not annoying. He's like, this is really bothering me. I need to communicate with you. I love that. That's good. But he got confused. He dwelled more into power, tried to just convince, like, oh wow, if you are bold, I would have problem. See, that's he went off too much. But he could have realized that the angle is, I'm more interdependent. So I really feel this decision, can we make it together? Yes, I have the weakness too. I want to have a say, at least give you feedback how you would look beautiful in my eyes, right? I don't think he's going to control. So this is not control, not manipulating. At least he's doing this by saying this in the right moment. You see that the difference? The worst thing about manipulation and controlling is actually don't say it, don't communicate it, but use facial expression, use other means to try to, like make things change you, chip you off, like slowly. I like the young man. He's taking risks. I love that. I think that's a very, very healthy thing. coming out to say, he didn't say, all right, it's okay, because he was assuming. Okay, he assumes too much. All right, so this is wonderful. All right, so the key word is togetherness. I want to, us in the marriage, we can make some decision together. In my opinion, as a man, your hair could be part of that togetherness. All right, so let's continue just like that.
And I'll tell you the reason why. Past relationship, a long time ago, me and a girlfriend, we thought we wanted a kid. She took on a step to want to move on to not have a kid. Didn't include me at all. She decided that she wanted to go that route because, yes, she carries it. Yes, she got to change her body, which is understandable. But at the same time, you didn't give me the opportunity to say, okay, well, I'll sit here through this situation with you. I'll be here for you. But you didn't include me in it. So honestly speaking, from then on, I just feel like if it's especially going to be something that's going to change the dynamics of us, it should definitely be a conversation between us.
You see that? This is the main reason now. Now you see that this mundane talk about hair, cutting hair, actually evokes something deeper, because he said he has an ex-girlfriend who had a child, a baby, I assume, with him. Without discussing with him, she went ahead and, went through the abortion. I believe that's the case. I don't know the detail, right? And he was hurt. I can see that. And he just feel like if something that will change the dynamic between them two, he want at least sit down to discuss it, right? So now, so I think this man, actually, you will be shocked, is more than interdependence. He has high family. Can you see that? That loss of that child, that he didn't have a say, probably still deep in his heart. There, you can see that. There's a fear. So that's why he may went too far to say, even your hair, I want to have some say. You can see that. You see that now, it's deep enough, right? So he was so, I wouldn't say use the word wounded, but I can see he was so influenced by the previous experience where the ex-girlfriend just went ahead and did such a dramatic thing that he think deeply impact his life on the family side. Now he's taking probably a bit more extreme step, like even hair I want to talk about. Hey, you can see that's like interdependence, power, and then family start coming out. That's how deep it goes. This man is showing, like, I call it vulnerability, ability to be vulnerable, to share this, and in the right way, right moment, right tone. He didn't start crying, he didn't start yelling, he didn't just accusing. He said, this, I'm assuming like this, let me tell you what. This is why I just feel uncertain, sometimes insecure if my wife right now for life start doing things that I'm not sure, right? So this is, I'm not saying right or wrong, I'm just give you from the PQ analysis why this conversation is going somewhere, because finally this man is trying to present the passion. It's not interdependence. Oh, we are the team. It's not power. Oh, I want to control you. I want to have a say in the marriage. Husband is the head of the house. No, he ended up discussing, revealing that vulnerable part. Like, yeah, I had the experience before. My family passion deeply hurt. You see that? With this kind of, now you see different frequency. Now, when he really start talking about the right frequency, look at this wife's face. She totally have a different, she's suddenly a different woman. Take a look, okay?
Okay, I can understand that. But like, it felt like my parents could be controlled by you.
Oh, no.
Oh, see,
that moment.
No.
Good. So you see, this wife's assumption is like, wow, you are trying to control me by controlling my hair, which I have my liberty and freedom. But you can see, but her facial expression is like softened, and it's like, oh wow, I thought you tried to manipulate me, like somewhat. She didn't say it, but down the road they probably will communicate who that someone is. But I really admire this woman. Like she didn't yell at him. She stood her ground. So all the soft power people out there, hear me out. Okay, you are soft power than your spouse. It doesn't mean you lose. You are, but I don't want you to be like what I put in here, like, yes, okay. No, don't go there. I don't want you like, okay. Oh, don't, please, please. You have to be authentic you. And this movement, we can go back. This wife actually stood her ground for 3-4 times. She said in a very, very, so I don't know how she get the training. I don't know. Joyce, please find out her job. She's very mature emotionally. She doesn't yell. She doesn't give facial expression. She tried to get help, but her tone never raised. She just said, I don't agree. I feel like I should be able to decide my hair. She never just let go. Every high-powered argument or statement, she stood her ground. So they were not arguing. Remember? So this is not arguing. This is communicating unassumingly, well, a little bit too assuming at the beginning. They are communicating their boundary. By community boundary, you go deeper. Because people set up their boundary because their emotional wounds experienced before. So that's where you do a little bit tango back and forth. And I'm glad this wife, you can go watch a couple times. I think she just held her ground by talking, by talking. All right, so all the soft power people out there, let me move soft power people so I know you're like, Coach K doesn't like us, I'm soft power people. I love you guys, soft power people. You're like, I just say, at the very beginning in the relationship, you're like, oh yeah, whatever you say goes, don't go there, please, okay? Please start to be able to communicate, even though you are soft power, you want to support, you want to be the one who really, really, not to lead, not to say something, but please, at the first moment of the chance, where a high power people is talking to you, don't feel like that person is talking down to you or try to manipulate him. Don't just jump on that assumption right away, even though that person may sound like your dad, may sound like your professor, may sound like your mom. Please train yourself at the first moment. Don't go to that assumption, but stay on your ground. Facial expression, stay, just stay how you really want to say, okay? And she keeps saying, I have the freedom to cut my hair. I feel like you are controlling me. That's a communication I really like. So soft power people, Coach K, really see you guys are everywhere I go, the corporate, the family, soft power people, you guys are the silent heroes and the silent moms and dads and the silent citizens. But at the same time, please, I want you to have a voice, especially when in a very intimate situation. Be the one, just respond. Stay in your ground. Say how you really feel, but not using your emotion as your facade, protection, leverage. Try to gain control. Just express how you feel. Okay? How not really your direct response, quick and direct. Okay, very good. So let's just watch this one to finish up.
I want you to know, like at the end of the day, like I have control over how I look.
Look at that. She said it again. I love this lady. She's like saying, oh, honey, oh, you said you have a broken past. I hate your ex-girlfriend. I would never do that. And don't go there. Like put down somebody else to make you feel good. She just said it again. Like, I want to set my boundary. Husband, my man, I want you to remember today, I understand your family passion now, but please understand, I want to be able to at least have a freedom to think about my appearances, including my hair. That's my boundary. Look.
Please understand, but if it's something that you're going to physically alter, I think it should.
I can totally talk to you about it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I can totally talk to you about it. Doesn't mean I have to cave in, but I get it, man. Now you are sensitive. No, I think I personally don't think I could, and I'm married for 28 years. I have no say to my wife's hairstyle. It's never happening. I'm a high-powered guy, right? Vice versa. Xiaowei tried to change my dressing style. She bought like sweaters, like beautiful, but the color is like lime green. I hate lime green, by the way. Okay, She bought a lime green sweater, and she bought another like soft color, beautifully. But you guys know me, I'm black and white. I wear black all the time, okay? So after she bought two very, very nice sweater, she gave up, said, I'm not going to change Coach K. I dress okay? So my boundary definitely not, to me, it's like hair of my, it's like I'm not going to say anything, right? So Xiaowei could be long hair, short hair, this and that, right? Vice versa. So look at my long hair. So she say something briefly at the beginning. Now she gave up too. It's like, okay, long hair, long hair. So I want you to know everybody have a different boundary. All right. So I'm not trying to make right or wrong call here, but I want you to hear this. Like the man is actually presenting a very deep part of his past experience. If they have a couple more conversation along this line, it will be. So that's why I always believe that marriage is therapeutic. It's like if you do it right, whew, it's probably the best place for you and I to grow out of our past wounds. And somebody's, oh, are you kidding me? Well, look at them. They are still married, right, Joyce? They are, right? So it's like this is a very good start to talk about this. So now the wife has, okay, I see this man talk like a high power, but he's soft for the family side, okay? And now the man starts to understand, oh, my wife is not, I cannot just push her over. She's going to stand on her ground. So, but she's willing to talk to me. See, now the boundary is set unassumingly, and they start to be able to communicate out. So, but there is a third person in the room, remember? See, that's also very tricky. And a lot of young people today, you don't have that third person in the room. Okay, that's crucial. If you could, at very beginning of a relationship, to go couple session like this, if you set 2 or 3, 4 boundary that just like this couple session, that will go a long way. All right, save you a lot of unnecessary pain. So let's see how they wrap up.
Like me, this me, okay.
This is the 5th time she stood her ground. This is me. Oh, I love this lady, and you can. She's very. The way she expresses it, I'm a man, okay? I have to be honest. Like the way she softened up and start to say, "Me, this is my ground." The way she said it, it will make men want to take care of her. All right, I say that. You say, "Oh, you are chauvinist," like Coach K. You don't understand as a woman. Well, you don't understand as men. When we see that, we were like, okay, I'm gonna, okay, this is like a tough cookie, but the cookie is sweet. Okay, the tough cookie, but the cookie is soft and sweet, and yeah, she's expressing her feeling, but I want to be part of it to really almost fulfill her dream about being who she is. You see that? I want you guys to know. I know after this, maybe you guys were like, "Oh, Coach K, you are so traditional." Maybe I am, but I have to let you know. I want to watch that one more time. Look at that. Look at that.
To marriage, it is completely different from dating, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Well, let me watch that. I don't know how to say it. It's like
definitely understand it, but if it's
I want to watch that woman's facial expression. Like I call it. This is the feminist with a who she is. She's unique in that. I want you to watch that moment because you can see the whole tension just drop in a room. But the boundary is set. So many couple, when the boundary is set, they are still in the defense mode. I'm watching you. Are you going to cross? I'm like, they are like enemies. But after they do this communication, they don't have that tense thing anymore. It's like closer. They are able to, not afraid to be a little bit closer because that's okay. You're not going to hurt me. I'm going to hurt you. I want to protect you. I want to be respectful to you, but we can get closer. That's what relationship is so rewarding. Okay, I want you to watch that the wife's facial expression. You can see the man is totally like also like relaxed. Okay, I want you to watch that. I hope I can slow down this. Can I? It's like so good.
It's something that you're gonna physically alter. I think it should.
I can totally talk to you about it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like me. This me. Okay.
Look at that. I can't pretend it's like I can totally talk to you about it, but she stood her ground in the most feminist way I can remember. It is me. It's like, wow, that husband going to remember that all his life. Like, oh, see, that's where the beauty of movement is. I could watch that. Look at that man's face. Look at that.
Welcome to marriage.
Yeah.
It's completely.
Do you see that both sides of the defense drop? They are not to play defense anymore. Now the boundary is set. They can be closer. How about you watch this and Corny said, I think I saw their relationship go to another level. Exactly. That means deeper, another level. So instead of talking philosophically, spiritually, biblically, some people, if you are Christian, you are watching, like you throw scripture at each other. Don't go there. Me and my wife, when we talk, we seldom use scriptures. You say, oh, you are a pastor. Yes, I am. But we don't throw scriptures to each other in our marriage. We talk about deep stuff through mundane stuff. Okay, so this is so deep. That means in a relationship, especially marriage, deep doesn't mean philosophically, doesn't mean spiritually. Deep means you're able to set boundary while let your defense down and get closer to each other. That's how deep it should go. And it should be a lifelong thing. That's something I want to share with you tonight. So hope you can watch this one. Any question out there today? We can take one or two questions before we just wrap up. We have about 5 minutes. All the coaches watching with me? Questions, comments? No? Okay. So, while they are typing out, so I'll linger here a little bit. So this is Passionaire channel. We've been trying this in 2022. Thank you for watching. Some of you are live with us. Now, we have made many video clips. If you are here as our live guest, really, I applaud your bravery to share your passion. And then we start talking about relationships. So all these are the wonderful collective effort that we do it together. Yeah, so that we are able to really show in a way, because all our coaching sessions are private, and we take that very serious about clients' privacy. So we never just share no video clip of our coaching online or anywhere except us and the client themselves. So this really gives us a chance. This is not a full-scale coaching that we do, but this is something we kind of give you like almost like 101 about what passion or PQ, passion quotient, can help and do. So so I want you to know this. So yeah, let me look at the, okay. Yes, I think womanly, it's very hard to define womanly today politically correctly, because I think woman it is biological term to me, right? So everybody is very authentic themselves. But if you have a biological woman that really be themselves, there will be something like men cannot really. It's something will attract men so powerfully that I think that's something be missing from today's society. It's not a submissive wife. No, you know me. My wife. You can talk to my wife. My wife is a Harvard graduate. She's never submissive. Okay, so but we married for 28 years, and I want you to go back, watch this episode towards the end. You can see the wife there. She really kicked it off. She's authentic herself. She stood her ground, but then she let her man's defense down. And the man want to get closer to protect her. Not protect, to get closer to her. That's powerful, folks. That's attraction. It's not just by appearances. It's attraction eternally there. Okay. So I want you to know this is the womanly is a word, but it's so bad-mouthed through many different camps, different political agenda. People, women, I know you out there is like Coach K. I want to cancel him. That's all right. Before you cancel me, all the women out there, being a woman is something so unique experience that I want you to enjoy the whole process, right? And I know a lot of feminism movement and all that. I know the argument and all that. Again, it's not about hairstyle or the appearances. It's more about that inner being. That, how do I call this? Like that who you are authentically inside. And can we lay down political agenda, lay down other thing outside? Just say, can we get closer? Can we get closer? If you have to use racial argument, you have to use something facade, some social status stuff, social economic argument to get closer to each other, those foundations will ultimately falter. But so that's why we always have to be naked. Naked doesn't mean physically, but authentically, like we lay down all those defenses and say, hey, this is my boundary, this is your boundary, this is who I am, this is who you are uniquely. Can we get closer? That's marriage. That's relationship. All right, so this is Coach K. Good to see you here. Oh, it's another question. All right. Okay. Yeah. I think the pastor has a very wise moment to say, I don't think you mean bold head. Like I'm a bold head, But I said he picked it up like this young man is struggling in, as I said, interdependence, power, but there's something deeper. So he's there to get that out, right? So if I could be your coach, I'll look at your PQ and say, hey, talk about family. I don't have to be vague. I could just like help. So a lot of relationship, I want you to know, unfortunately, I have to be honest with you, a lot of couples never get deep. Okay. They're always on the defensive side, defending their boundary forever. And I hope you understand. Okay. All right, folks. Have a wonderful night. And 2023, we'll be doing something different. So wait for our change. I think we accomplished something together. You, as part of our viewer, subscribers, thank you. We surpassed 100 subscribers. To me, that's accomplishment. Okay, I have -2 social, lowest in the world. So this is definitely something I'm like, yeah, Coach K, good job. But thank you for helping. Thank you for being here with us. Hopefully, have a wonderful, you will have a wonderful Christmas and holiday with your family. We'll see you soon. Good night.